It's good to be with you. My name is Tim Bryant. I'm a candidate for the at-large number 2 district for the 9-Star Board of Directors. It's unfortunate we can't be together in person. I know 9-Star has a tremendous community following, and I appreciate your tuning in. I'll share some biographical information about myself, and then I'll talk about what I think makes a good board director and why I think I would be a good representative for you. I grew up on the east side of Indy, attending Lawrence Central High School, where I met my wife, Susan. She and I attended Purdue University, where I obtained my engineering degree. I later obtained an MBA from Indiana Wesleyan University. Susan is a teacher in the Warren school system, and she and I have lived in Hancock County for the past 30 years. We raised 3 children through the New Powell school systems, and 2 of their families live in the county as well. We are blessed with 6 grandchildren, and Susan and I will celebrate our 40th anniversary later this year. My background is information technology, and I have over 25 years of executive management experience. I've worked in the IT field my entire career. For 18 years, I served as CIO and Vice President at Indiana Blood Center. That experience gave me insight as to how a large, not-for-profit organization serves and functions within the community. I saw how a large statewide organization like the Blood Center functioned and worked with a community-based board of directors. Something I didn't expect to see was how a community-based board sometimes becomes complacent and inattentive to the details that matter. A good board asks questions both when times are good and when they're not so good. In 2015, I had an opportunity to change directions, taking a role of leading a software development company that provides software to blood centers. We prepare sophisticated software that is regulated by the FDA as a medical device. Our blood center customers are located in 9 different states, and my staff and I work remotely from 7 different states. I carry the roles of CEO, CFO, and HR director. I prepare all the budgets and financial statements. I run payroll and perform all accounting functions, and then I've been in this role for the past 5 years. And I report to a board of directors with regularly scheduled meetings. My previous experience working with the board helps me to know what my board wants and needs to know. My board is unique in that they also own the company, so I'm very transparent and open with them. So what do I think are the qualifications for a candidate for a 9-Star director position? The first is commitment. To 9-Star's credit, they demand more than most from their directors. This is a 3-year term that requires directors to attend their meetings. They require directors to obtain additional training and education. This is refreshing. I'm at a time in my life and career where I can meet these challenges and requirements. The second qualification I think one needs is a complementary skill set that aligns with 9-Star's goals. These skills can take many forms, and each candidate you're going to hear from brings their own unique qualified set of skills. But it's clear that 9-Star is a leader in the technology field. For me, I think that an ideal candidate would have a combination of technical and management experience in their background. I have an engineering and MBA degree. I've served for over 25 years leading small business, not-for-profit companies, and I've seen the interaction between senior management and the board. I know what questions to ask and how to read a balance statement. And I understand the current and changing technology. Finally, I think a good candidate should have a sense of community. My wife and I committed to raising our family in this community. We're at a time now where we look around and see how we can serve and improve this community. 9-Star is a leader in the community, and I think my skills and experience allow me to offer my services as a board member. I hope you'll agree, and if elected, I commit to taking all of my skills and experiences to serve you, the community. I'd like to make one final point about 9-Star. All of you are better served as a result of the 9-Star leadership and team. Their commitment to this election process is better than any I've seen. You're in good hands. I hope to carry this into the future as a board member. Thank you. My name is Tim Bryant, and I'm a candidate for the at-large number 2 district.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Sandford. My goal is to serve the community I love, built a home in 2 decades ago, and where my children go to school. I am proficient, dynamic, goal-driven, MBA educated, LEED accredited, and healthcare certified professional that wants to utilize my executive leadership, management, and operations experience and put those to work representing the members of 9-Star. On both large and small projects, I have efficiently and effectively managed projects, personnel, cost, quality, service, and schedule while maintaining a safe and productive work environment. I have over 24 years of professional experience, a strong and diverse education with 4 degrees, multiple certifications, vision and leadership, and have delivered success in the past and will work hard to bring synergy to the 9-Star board. Whether I am leading a team or working on my own, I will deliver professional results for the board's challenges. Utilizing my skills and contributing to the future success of 9-Star Connect and its members is my ultimate goal. Now for a little background on me. I'll keep it short because I realize the longer I talk, the less likely you're going to hear me to the end. Just a quick background. I grew up on the south side of Indianapolis, went to Roncalli High School where I was a 3-sport athlete. I won state in architecture in 1990. I was a state finalist in wrestling in 1990 as well. I initially went to Indiana University on wrestling scholarship where I injured my knee and decided to transfer and get a degree that I really wanted to get. So I completed my education at IUPUI and Purdue University and received 3 degrees from Purdue: construction management, civil engineering, and architectural engineering. Around 2008, 2009, I went back to school, got my MBA with management specialization from Indiana Wesleyan University, and somehow I was able to do that and get a 4.0 GPA while building the Honda plant in Greensburg, Indiana. Here locally, I've worked for companies like Duke Realty, F.A. Wilhelm, Hagerman Group, Verkler, and I've worked for some bigger corporations around the country. I've held roles such as project engineer, business development, project manager, director of construction and field services, general contracting, structural and architectural engineering, and project lead. I've managed many large projects. The closest one locally would be the Honda plant in Greensburg, Indiana. It was a $550 million project. I worked on it for Boeing on the 787 plant in Charleston, South Carolina for a few years. I worked for about 7 years at the Gary Chicago Airport on a $300 million building program. And currently I work for a company where I'm a partner, but I am a senior consultant and program manager, and I primarily do projects for Eli Lilly, although I have done some for Elanco as well here recently. I've built the Indiana State Historical and Libraries building. I did Toyota in Georgetown, Kentucky. I've done about a dozen school projects around the state. The governor's residence here in Indiana, the Idle George Museum, the White River State Park parking garage, to name a few. I have my LEED AP building design and construction certification. I have a healthcare construction certification. And some things I volunteer at. I've done Habitat for Humanity multiple years, and also a program called Rebuilding Together, and it was previously called Christmas in April. I've mentored high school students that were interested in architectural engineering and construction. I love sports. I love coaching sports. I love coaching my kids. And I'm wanting to do this to make Hancock County and Greenfield even a better place to live and work. So I have 2 children, Ariana, 22 or 23, I should know that. She just recently graduated from Indiana University Southeast, where she played basketball for 4 years, and she graduated with a perfect 4.0 GPA, and she's in the Air Force right now on active duty, working on COVID stuff. And then I have another daughter, Marilyn. She's 11, soon to be 12 here later on this week. And soon, I'm recently engaged in May, and so I'll be a bonus dad to Austin and Olivia here in the sometime in the near future when COVID's over. So that's all I got to say. For those of you that voted for me last year, I appreciate it. Would you please vote for me again? And I look forward to serving the members of 9-Star. Thank you.
Good evening. As a 30-year customer and member of 9-Star and a current resident of Fall Creek Township in Madison County, I am seeking the open seat at the district at large. Hi, I'm Kurt Stevenson. I hold a Bachelor's of Science degree in Business Administration with a concentration in risk management, coupled with 35 years of experience in the field of corporate risk management, finance, and executive management leadership. I have recently retired as president, CEO in a publicly traded bank holding company, and I have over the years served on multiple boards, both for-profit and not-for-profit. In 1991, my family moved into our rural home outside of Pendleton. The home we fell in love with was constructed shortly after the Civil War by a veteran who served his country, and following the war, he constructed his home from the usage of raw materials on the property. If you were to see the fieldstone that was gathered and laid, which became the foundation that still today supports our 150-year-old home, you too would marvel at the labor and love that the Pennsylvania Dutch Quaker Zebba Darlington took to construct his two-story brick farmhouse. I recall moving into our home, and the only utility service available was GTE phone and RAMC electric, period. Now, 30 years later, 9-Star has greatly improved our quality of life by offering a number of expanded services that now allow us to have fast-speed internet via fiber to our house, cable TV, home security, and a vastly improved and more reliable electrical service too. Power outages are noticeably less today, thanks to the reinvestment in upgrading of the aging equipment. Thank you. Also, over the years, the investment of capital into these services have also increased the market value of our home, as new homeowners deem these services a must when looking to build or to acquire existing homes. 9-Star, like Zebba, has built a solid foundation over the past 125 years, and I look forward to their continued expansion of services to further accommodate our growing and ever-changing needs and continued investments into the current platform of services. As we thankfully close 2020 and move into a new year, one of the opportunities you have as a member and a customer of 9-Star is your voice in selecting a board of directors to represent you. As the district at large candidate, I will share my business acumen to benefit the board and membership. My 35 years of professional work experience in the field of risk management, finance, and executive leadership will allow me to bring a skill set unique to our board and further add guidance and direction in helping to align 9-Star's organizational goals in 2021 and beyond. In closing, I am pursuing this open board position as I firmly believe that the integrity, honesty, and transparency at 9-Star aligns with my beliefs and values. I would be honored to serve with this group and represent all the co-op members in Hamilton, Hancock, Henry, and Madison counties. By selecting me to serve on the board, I will be in a position to reinvest my years of business experience, knowledge, and energy by allowing me the opportunity in giving back and paying it forward, as a good and loyal and faithful steward should. Thank you for your time, interest, and consideration.